Hello and welcome to Wellbeing Café. Thank you so much for joining for today's flow level recovery practice. This class can be used as a rest day practice or as a gentle flow to get you ready for your day. All props are completely optional, though you may want to have a blanket and 2 blocks, and possibly a strap. We'll start off in a comfortable seated position. Gently close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Observe the breath entering and leaving the body. Reconnect with your body and ground into this moment. Full inhale all together and exhale. Inhale, arms reach high overhead. Exhale, big circle down, fingers reach up towards the sky. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, turn the palms out, circle down. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, left hand or forearm comes down to the ground as the right arm reaches up and overhead. Inhale, find more opening in the shoulders. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, left ear over left shoulder. An option to bring the left hand to the right side of the head as you lift the right hand off the ground. Search for the line of tension, moving the right arm left and right, pulling the fingers towards the sky and then towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the ground. The head returns to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand or forearm comes down as the left arm sweeps up and overhead. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, right ear over right shoulder. Maybe you bring the right hand to the left side of the head. Lift the left hand up and search for the line of tension on this side. Inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the ground. Return the head to center. Inhale, big circle up. Exhale, left arm comes down. Right arm reaches overhead. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, left ear over left shoulder. Maybe the left hand goes to the opposite side of the head as you search for the line of tension with the right. Inhale. Exhale, release both hands. The head comes back to center. Inhale, big circle up. Exhale, right forearm comes down. Left arm reaches up and over. Side body stretch. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, right ear over right shoulder. Maybe the right hand comes to left side of the head as you seek the line of tension with the left arm. Inhale. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, right forearm reaches towards the ground for a side body stretch. Inhale, rise through center. Left ear over left shoulder. Seek for the line of tension with the right arm. Inhale. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, right forearm reaches down for a side body stretch on the left side. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, right ear over right shoulder. Seek for the line of tension with the left arm. Inhale. Exhale, release to center. Inhale, big circle up. Exhale, cactus, open the heart. Elbows reach towards the hips. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, make your way into tabletop position. Take a few rounds of cat-cows at your own pace, inhaling to lower the belly and raise the gaze, and exhaling to round through the spine, chin to chest. We'll meet in a neutral tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, right knee opens up, lean the hips back. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, open up the left knee to the side, lean the hips back. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, right hip opens. Inhale, cow. Exhale, left hip opens. Inhale, return to a tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out into the legs. Shift the weight from side to side. Gently reawaken the back sides of your legs. Return to a static pose. Inhale, right leg lifts towards the sky, square the hips down. Exhale, right foot next to right thumb. Circle around the hips. Straighten and bend the front knee. Feel free to make use of blocks to give you a little extra lift here. Slowly lower the left knee to the ground. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise up into grounded lunge. Square the hips forward, readjust your stance until you find stability. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, bend into the front knee, rise all the way up, grounded lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, half splits. Feel free to stay exactly where you are or to deepen by bringing the hips a little closer to the left foot. Slowly make your way back into half splits. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rebend the front knee and heel toe the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Hands can go on blocks to support you here. To deepen, tuck the left toes under and walk the left knee backwards. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, wide half splits, straighten out the front leg, bring the hips back. Inhale, rebend the front knee. Exhale, wide half splits. Inhale, rebend the front knee. You can stay with hands on the ground, deepen to the elbows, or follow me into mermaid pose. Bend through the back knee, open up the chest towards the left side. Reach with a hand or a strap for the toes or ankle. Right hand can remain grounded, or release the pose and twist the torso, this time towards the right. The right hand can rest on the right thigh or reach all the way up and back for the left toes. Hang out in any of these variations, breathing deeply into the left psoas muscle, the left thigh muscle, and the right hip. One more deep inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind, and we'll meet in half splits. One deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rebend the front knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out through the legs. Inhale, left leg lifts towards the sky. Exhale, left foot next to left thumb. Take a moment to rock forwards and backwards. To circle through the hip joint, maybe straightening and bending the knee. And we'll meet with the right knee lowered down and the toes untucked. Inhale, rise all the way up, grounded lunge. Take any micro adjustments that you need, creating stability. Inhale. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, chest comes down for half splits. Inhale, rise all the way up, grounded lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, rise up, grounded lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, grounded lunge. Exhale, half splits. An option this time to deepen into the pose by bringing the hips towards the heel. Maintain at least a micro bend in the left knee to protect from hyperextension. Slowly return to your usual half splits position. Inhale, roll forward, grounded lunge. Exhale, lower the hands down. Heel toe the foot to the outside of the left hand. Press the chest forward, inhale. Exhale, wide half splits. Send the hips back. Inhale, roll forward, pull the chest forward. Exhale, roll back. Lengthen through the torso. Inhale, rebend the front knee. Exhale, push the hips back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, rebend the front knee. And once again, an option to deepen into lizard pose, maybe lowering down to elbows, staying up high on the hands, or to come into the quad stretch. Or switch to the opposite twist and thigh stretch by opening up the chest towards the left and setting the left hand either on top of the left thigh or reaching all the way back for the foot. Pull the foot actively away from the hand. One deep breath, inhale. Exhale, pull the heel towards the glute as you relax the thigh muscle. One more deep breath wherever you are. And exhale, release the right foot towards the ground, slow and with control. Send the hips back for wide half splits. Exhale, roll forward into lizard lunge. Step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out through the legs. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the right shin towards the front of the mat. It doesn't have to be completely parallel. Just bring it to an angle that feels nice in your hips. Walk the back knee backwards to deepen into the pose. Always an option to bring a block or blanket underneath a lifted hip. Remain lifted or lower all the way down to the elbows, maybe resting them on top of a block. Rotate the left thigh inward to square the hips towards the ground. Bring your awareness to the right glute muscle. With your next exhale, consciously allow this space to release a little deeper into the pose. Remain exactly as you are, or slowly lift onto the hands. Inhale, lift the left arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle left arm behind the right. Turn the chest towards the right. The right arm can do whatever it wants here, reaching overhead or resting on top of the thigh. I personally like to rest my head on a block to keep the spine nice and straight. Full body inhale wherever you are. Exhale, slowly release the pose. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your time arriving. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring the left shin forward. Tuck the right toes under and walk the right knee backwards to deepen into the pose. Rotate the right thigh inward to square the hips towards the ground. Flex through the left toes to protect the knee. And notice which sensation you'd like to feel on this side. Either staying up high on the hands or lowering down onto the elbows. Remain exactly where you are, or slowly lift up onto the hands. Inhale, right arm reaches towards the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm behind the left as you come into a twist. The right hand can come into any variation that feels good. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release the pose. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, shift the hips side to side. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat, crossing one foot in front of the other as you do so, taking your time to arrive with feet wider than the shoulders. As you reach the front of the mat, bend into the knees, sway side to side. Hands can reach for opposite elbow, or you can interlace the fists and bring them towards the sky to open up the shoulders. Find a static pose, deep inhale. And exhale, heel toe the feet so that the big toes come to touch. And there's a slight amount of space between the heels. Lift the heels up, bend through the knees, hips go towards the heels. We'll meet in toe stand. The hands can come to the ground, to blocks, or you can bring them to the tops of the thighs to test your balance. Deep breath in. Exhale. Make your way down to the glutes. Bring the hands next to or behind the hips as you windshield wiper left and right. Return to a static pose. Bring the hands behind the hips, fingertips facing towards the glutes. Open up the chest. Stay here or lift into reverse tabletop. Engage through the glutes, engage through the core as you rock forwards and backwards, opening up the front side of the shoulders. Release the glutes to the ground. Bend through the elbows to deepen even more into the shoulders. Slowly release the pose. Reach the arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back. Windshield wiper the knees left and right. Then hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side, massaging out the back. Find a static pose and cross the right knee over top of the left. Flex through the toes as you pull the legs closer to the body for Supine Gomukhasana. Send your breath into the hips as they release into the pose. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly release the legs. Hug both knees into the chest, rock side to side. And we'll cross the left knee in front of the right this time. Flex through the toes. Hands reach for the calves, ankles, or feet as you pull the legs out and closer to the body. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the knees towards the armpits, feet towards the sky for happy baby pose. Hands can go to the inside or outside of the feet. Keep it static or straighten and bend through the knees, seeking for the sensations. Before we come into our final resting pose, I'd just like to say thank you so much for joining for today's flow recovery practice. I hope you enjoyed today's class. And if you did, please leave a like and let me know how this went for you in the comments. To keep up with our new content, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as a part of our Wellbeing Café community. And with that, we'll continue on into our final resting pose and a short guided mindfulness practice. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Squeeze everything into a tiny ball. Nose comes towards the knees. Inhale. Exhale, release the pose. Come into any final resting pose that's calling to you. This can be supported bridge pose with a block underneath the hips. Supine butterfly with knees out wide and soles of the feet together. Or Shavasana with legs and arms out long. Take your time fidgeting and adjusting until you come into a comfortable place. Soften the gaze or gently close down the eyes, bringing your awareness back to your breath, the natural rise and fall of your chest as you come into a resting state. For the next few moments, allow your body and mind to rest and just be. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. An option to pause the video to continue your stay. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.